Hello students, today I'll be focusing on a important topic that is e-waste generation. This question is relevant in today's and last year's exam. It was also asked, and let us look into the e-waste generation, which is very important for essay topic in environment and for paper 2 for 5 to 10 or 20 marks. So let us talk about e-waste generation. First, what is the current affairs? That the International E-Waste Day has been observed on 14 October every year, and this day has been observed to create awareness about the uh, mass production of e-waste every year, and this having a negative impact on the environment and natural resources. The National Green Tribunal issued direction for the implementation of the e-waste management rules. So if you look at the history of the e-waste management in India, the first e-waste management rules came in 2011. However, this was amended in 2016 to provide stricter rules and better implementation of recycling of e-waste. So let us talk about what is e-waste. E means electronic waste, and it used to describe old end-of-life discarded electronic appliances, and it includes their components, consumables, parts, and spares. So if the question allows for 2 marks, you can write the definition as e-waste. That is, just select the keyword that what is e-waste is electronic waste, and it is used to describe all end of life on discarded electronic appliances, and it also includes the components, consumable parts, and spares. And parts of e-waste can be divided into 21 categories, and it is broadly divided into two, that is information technology and communication equipment, that is computers and uh, equipments related to information technology. Next, what is International E-Waste Day? The International E-Waste Day this year, which is celebrated on 14 October. So this year's highlights the crucial role that each one of us play in making e-product circularity a reality. So let us look at some data by the United Nations. According to the United Nations, in 2021, every person on an average produces 7.6 kilogram of e-waste every year, and this results in global total of 57.4 million tons of e-waste. However, if we look at how much this is recycled, only 17.4% of the electronic garbage are appropriately collected, processed, and recycled. That is more than um, more than more than 83% of the e-waste generated are not recycled properly. So the next is consumable electronics and electrical. The first one is IT, information technology equipments, and the second is consumable electrical and electronics like television, switchboards, washing machines, and all other electrical appliances. And as I've told you, India has a law in 2011, that is um, e-waste rules. However, this was um, amended in 2016 and was enacted in 2017 to provide more stricter rules. So the 2000 e-waste 2016 rules provided for EPR, that is extended producer responsibility. So what is this extended producer responsibility? For example, if a mobile phone, for example Redmi, Redmi produces a mobile phone, and this mobile phone after 2 or 3 years it has um, it has broken down or it has damaged. So it will be the responsibility of the company to take the phone from you and recycle the mobile phone. And when you are buying the new phone, you have to pay a small amount of money as a security. So when the old phone is given when the old phone is damaged and you return to the company, the company will return back the money that you owe, that you have given, along with some interest. So this is also known as the extended producer responsibility. That is, the producer is responsible for management, collection, and destruction of the electronic goods. So the next is the India e-waste clinic. So the first India e-waste clinic was set up in Bhopal. What is e-waste clinic? That is for disposal and processing disposal of e-waste from household and commercial unit. And the e-waste was addressed in the Basel Convention, but it um, it was addressed only in the COP8 in 2006. The In the Nairobi Declaration adopted in COP9 at the Basel of the Basel Convention on the Control of Transboundary Movement of Hazardous Waste, it aimed at creating innovative solutions for the environmentally sound management of electronic waste. So, what is the quantity of e-waste generated? So, the e-waste electrical and electronic equipment will be total of 57.4 million. As I've told you, um, and a person on average produces 7.6 kilogram of waste, and this has amounted to 57.4 million tons, and this weight will be greater than the Great Wall of China. And according to the Central Pollution Control Board, India has generated more than 10 lakhs of e-waste in 2019 to 20 from 7 lakhs. That is, an additional 3 lakhs in increase has been seen in e-waste production. However, the this has not resulted in um, proper disposal of the e-waste, and it has not increased from 7.8 to lakhs. So what are the challenges related to the management of e-waste in India? So e-waste remains a bigger problem in India, and this has remained a challenge for India. And some of the reasons are: number one, less involvement of people. People are less interested in um, management and control of e-waste because they are not well educated on the following subject. So countries have been making efforts to make right to repair law. And next is involvement of child labor. You see, the production and the disposal of e-waste requires labor, and only less than 10% of the e-waste are generated, are repaired and are recycled through organized labor. The rest of the waste are recycled through unorganized labor, that is Lohatina and Kacharawalas. And around 4.5 lakh child laborers in the age group of 10 to 14 are observed to be engaged in various e-waste activities, and that too without proper protection, because e-waste means electronic items that contains various chemicals like cadmium, metals like cadmium, lead, and in batteries also it will consist of sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid, etc. So dangerous items are there in US. So this has harmful effect on the children. Ineffective legislation. There is no proper law from the State Pollution Control Board regarding the e-waste and health hazards. So as I've told you, e-waste contains various harmful substances like cadmium, lead, and small traces of tin, and also acids like hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid and all. So and this has harmful effects on the human body. When the e-waste are kept underground, the acids leach to the ground, inside the ground, and it pollutes the groundwater. So this e-waste contains about 1000 toxic materials, and this contaminate the soil and the groundwater, making it unfit for drinking. The lack of incentive schemes. There's no proper rewarding schemes for handling of e-waste. That is, when people collect the e-waste, they are not compensated properly for their actions. So mostly the unorganized sector has done it, and this has resulted in backfiring of this e-waste collection scheme. Next, e-waste imports. This is whenever United States and all the developed countries they produce e-waste, they dump it in the developing countries like India, China, Ghana, and Nigeria. So this is also led to increase in e-waste pollution in developing countries. Next, the reluctance of the authorities involved. Authorities are not responsible enough to, and they do not have the coordination and the proper training to maintain and to dispose of this e-waste. And next is security implication. These computers that are disposed contains sensitive information which can be leaked to the people if proper care is not given. So this has been harmful effect on the people's privacy as well. So with this the lecture on e-waste generation and the serious challenges on e-waste has been completed. I hope you all liked the video and understood something, and thank you all for watching and have a great time.